If you're standing in your garden at the end of July, wondering whether you missed your window, you're not alone. It's one of the most common thoughts gardeners have this time of year. Is it too late to plant anything? Maybe your spring garden was a hit. Or maybe it didn't quite go as planned. Either way, the good news is this: you still have time. July isn't a hard stop. It's actually the perfect time to begin a second season. A quiet, powerful round two that many gardeners miss out on simply because they don't realize it's possible. This is where smart seasonal strategy meets a little boldness, because with warm soil, fast germinating seeds, and longer daylight hours still in play, you're in a prime position to plant certain crops that will thrive straight through to fall, and in some zones, even into early winter. It's not about cramming in leftovers, it's about planting intentionally, with vegetables that love this stretch of the season. So if you're wondering what's still possible, let me show you 6 superstar vegetables that are not only still viable but absolutely perfect for July planting. Let's dig in. Spinach isn't just a springtime favorite. While many gardeners think of spinach as something that bolts at the first sign of summer heat, July-planted spinach tells a different story, especially if you time it for late July into early August. At this point in the season, daylight hours start shortening just enough, and cooler nights are on the horizon. This shift is exactly what spinach thrives on. The key is to choose a semi-Savoy or smooth leaf variety that's quick to mature. Sow it directly in your garden, keep it consistently moist, and consider offering a bit of afternoon shade if your region is still baking under summer sun. Within 30 to 40 days, you'll be harvesting tender baby leaves that put spring spinach to shame. And here's a bonus. Fall-grown spinach tends to be sweeter and more robust in flavor. Some gardeners even overwinter it with a little protection for an early spring harvest. Beets are another underrated hero of the July planting window. You're not just growing a root vegetable here, you're planting a crop that gives you nutritious greens and vibrant roots all in one shot. Beets germinate quickly in warm soil, and as temperatures gradually cool through August and September, the roots swell and sweeten. For best results, sow seeds directly into well-loosened soil that's been enriched with compost. Thin them to allow proper spacing for root development, and don't toss those thinnings, they make delicious baby greens. By late September or early October, you'll be harvesting sweet, earthy beets that roast beautifully and store well into winter. If you're craving another round of crisp, juicy beans, you're in luck. Bush beans are one of the fastest-growing vegetables you can plant right now, and they're tailor-made for warm soil and long, sunny days. From seed to harvest, many varieties mature in just 45 to 60 days. That gives you more than enough time for a full harvest before the first frost hits. The trick with July bean planting is moisture. Summer storms may be unpredictable, so stay consistent with watering, especially during flowering when beans set pods. A light mulch layer can help retain soil moisture and regulate temperature. By late summer, you'll be plucking handfuls of beans for salads, sautés, or freezing. If you need a win, and, quickly, radishes are your go-to. There's almost no crop that delivers satisfaction as quickly as the radish. Some varieties mature in as little as 25 days, which means you can easily get 2 or even 3 successive rounds in before the season ends. Just plant them shallowly, keep the soil moist, and watch them pop up in a matter of days. And hey, don't limit yourself to the classic red globe types. Look for French breakfast, watermelon, or daikon varieties for something a little different. These can even tolerate some light frost if planted in early August. There's a reason fall-grown carrots are considered superior by chefs and market growers alike. As temperatures drop, carrots convert starches into sugars to protect themselves, resulting in a sweeter, more complex flavor. July is a fantastic time to sow carrots, but the key is preparation. Make sure your soil is deeply loosened and free of rocks or clumps that might cause forking. Water consistently but not excessively to prevent splitting. Choose short-season or Nantes-style carrots that mature in about 60 to 75 days, and you'll be harvesting candy-sweet roots by October. One more tip: if you're in a zone that gets early frost, a layer of straw or row cover can extend your harvest well into the cooler months. Believe it or not, lettuce planted in late July can be some of the best you'll ever grow. Why? Because as the nights cool off and days shorten slightly, lettuce grows more slowly, developing richer flavor and firmer texture. Heat-tolerant varieties like oak leaf, romaine, or buttercrunch are excellent picks for this second wave. Sow your lettuce seeds in shallow furrows, keep the soil moist, and offer some shade if your afternoons are still scorching. You can even interplant between taller crops for natural shade. Within a few weeks you'll have a new crop of crisp greens ready to harvest, and this time, they're less likely to bolt or turn bitter. The idea that the gardening season ends in July is one of the biggest myths in home growing. The truth is, for many crops this is the perfect moment to begin. You have warm soil, quick germination, and a surprisingly long runway before frost arrives. Whether you're working with raised beds, in-ground plots, or even containers on a patio, these 6 vegetables can still deliver impressive yields and rich, flavorful harvests this year. Just remember, healthy soil, consistent watering, and good timing are your keys to success. Don't let the calendar intimidate you, let it empower you. If this guide helped you see your garden with new eyes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any future tips. And hey, share this video with a gardening friend who thinks the season is over. Let's keep those gardens growing strong together. This is Hydrohaven, your home for smart, simple, and powerful gardening wisdom. Until next time, happy planting.